Good evening. Welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. And before we get started, here are our rules. Our license number LGCA 6052 MBI 45955. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. When bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for calls for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Final win confirmation occurs when the winners submit their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. In the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Players will keep their cards for the following Wednesday and they will be accepted. If a player is unable to play the following Wednesday, they may exchange their cards at NACTV for a future game. Please check the NACTV.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the games to be played. Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Games 2 and 3 are played on the pink cards tonight. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. If Game 3 is won with the toonie ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive the accumulated toonie pot plus the blackout or consolation prize. Jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when accumulated sales reach that value from 0. The toonie pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Prizes must be claimed and checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo play date. A list of the bingo numbers called can be obtained from the NACTV office. And that's our rules for tonight. Good luck, everyone. Let's play some bingo. Okay, the first number out is also our toonie number for that Game 3. And so the first number out for our first game on the gold colored cards, jackpot in 50 numbers or less with a prize of $21,657. The number is under the B9. B9. Under the N43, N43. Under the O70, O70. Under the O67, O67. Under the I18, I18. Under the N40, N40. under the G48, G48. Under the O64, O64. Under the G57, G57. Under the G56, G56. Under the N44, N44. Under the B3, B3. Under the B14, B14. Under the I30, I30. Under the I17, I17. Under the N35, N35. Under the G59, G59. Under the B5, B5. Under the O63, O63. Under the B8, B8. Under the G58, G58. Under the I26, I26. Under the G55, G55. Under the N39, N39. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the N38, N38. Under the N41, N41. Under the B2, B2. Under the N42, N42. Under the B12, B12. Under the B6, B6. Under the G54, G54. Under the O73, O73. Under the N31, N31. Under the O71, O71. Under the B10, B10. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the O74, O74. Under the N34, N34. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the B1, B1. Under the O69, O69. Under the N32, N32. Under the G60, G60. Under the N45, N45. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the O66, O66. Under the B4, B4. Under the G51, G51. Under the N33, N33. And that is your 50th number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes and see if anybody can call in and win that jackpot of $21,657. Our phone lines are open at 204-476-2639. And we have no community announcements to make today. And we're just waiting. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed and move on to the consolation round for $100. Still playing on the gold colored cards, looking for a blackout. The next number is under the 072. 072. Under the 061. 061. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the B-13, B-13. Under the 065, 065. Under the G49, G49. Under the G53, G53. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the G47, G47. Under the G50, G50. And we have a caller, so that number in the hoop, I haven't called it, it's not, can't bingo on that one. They're waiting for the number in the middle of the card or at the bottom. It's in both spots. 6964. Okay, valid bingo on G50, the last number called. We have a valid bingo on G50, which is the last number called. Last number called, G50. We do have a valid bingo. And we do have a phone line open to receive your calls. Oh, and there we go. Somebody's calling in. Okay, I haven't called the G46 yet. The
Okay.
G46, the one in the hoop, and I haven't called it.
G46 wasn't called it.
It was in the hoop.
So, yeah. No, it's not called yet. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.
So close on that one for the person. And if G46 had been called because somebody bingoed on G50, the earlier number, G50 would still be the winner. So we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. And we'll wait for a little bit while the timer counts down. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and we will be moving on to our next game. Our winner in the Bonanza Consolation was John Spence of Minnedosa, purchasing the winning card at Frontier Trading in Minnedosa. Congratulations to John. Okay, we are now playing on our pink colored cards, looking for that letter X, and after that we will move on into a blackout game. So if you've got the number, cover it on those pink colored cards, and the first number out is under the 071, 071. And we're playing for a prize of $150 for this letter X. Under the 066, 066. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the O-69, O-69. Under the G55, G55. Under the O62, O62. Under the O68, O68. Under the B13, B13. Under the B8, B8. Under the B9, B9. Under the N40, N40. Under the G50, G50. Under the B7, B7. Under the B1, B1. Under the O73, O73. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the N38, N38. Under the B10, B10. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the O75, O75. Under the O72, O72. Under the O63, O63. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the G58, G58. Under the N45, N45. Under the O70, O70. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the N31, N31. Under the N32, N32. Under the B3, B3. Under the G56, G56. Under the I-30, I-30. Under the B6, B6. Under the B5, B5. Under the G47, G47. And we have a caller, so we'll pause here for the letter X. This will be a carry-on game, so. $36.10. Okay, valid bingo on G47. Last number called, G47. Valid bingo on that G47, the last number called. And we have a phone line open to receive your calls at the 204-476-2635. Our toonie number of B9 has been called, so that toonie pot of 13,992 will grow. We sold 128 packages last week. We now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And we'll move on to the next game. And before we do that, our winner on the Big X was Lori Back of Bernie, purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Lori. Hey. Where are we here? All right, we're on our next game. We'll just set the correct amount, which is $11,913. Okay, we are now looking for our blackout in 52 numbers on those pink colored cards. For $11,913 is the prize, and your next number out is under the N35. N35. Under the G48. G48. Under the N37, N37. Under the B12, B12. Under the B11, B11. Under the I23, I23. Under the I29, I29. Under the B2, B2. Under the N34, N34. Under the O64, O64. Under the I20, I20. Under the N42, N42. Under the B15, B15. Under the N39, N39. Under the N41, N41. Under the I-22, I-22. That is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in to win that jackpot of $11,913. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls at 204-476-2639. Oh, I think I said that wrong last time. Oh, well. You guys can read the number. Good, good. Okay, so yeah, that toonie pot's going to grow, and that toonie pot is at $13,992, and we sold 128 packages last week. From our locations where you can get them from, which is here at the station at NACTV, Harris Pharmacy in Nipawin, Legion in Nipawin, Touchwood Park in Nipawin, Kinsman Courts too for the residents in Kinsman Courts. In Brandon, you get them at the Brandon Superstore Lottery kiosk, and in Mendoza, you can pick them up at Frontier Trading between, I forget the time now, between 12 and 4 or 12 and 4:30 or 12:30 and, I think it's 12 and 4:30. Monday to Friday in Mendoza. So if you happen to be in a different community and you want to pick up cars from a different place, I guess you could do that. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we'll move on to the consolation round for $100. Still playing on those pink colored cards and looking for a blackout. The next number is under the G57. G57. Under the B14, B14. Under the G49, G49. Under the G60, G60. Under the O74, O74. Under the G52, G52. Under the G, 54. G, 54. And we have a caller. So this number that's in the hoop, I haven't called it, so it's not in play. But somebody's already bingoed an earlier number, so we think we have to confirm it. 234? And they bingoed on G52, one number back. G52, valid bingo, one number back. So that was a G52, one number back. So we do have a bingo on this third game. We will be wrapping it up. So far we have 3 winners, 1 per game. And we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Just waiting for the time to count down. See if anybody else calls in on the bingo on G52 or an earlier number, but not on that last number that was called there, or the number that you may have seen in the hoop. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and that wraps it up for tonight. Our winner on the Blackout Constellation that we just played was Dave Prozac of Nipawin, purchasing the winning card at the Nipawin Legion. Congratulations to Dave. Okay, recapping tonight's winners. First game was John Spence, who purchased the winning card at Frontier Trading in Minnedosa. Lori Back won the Big X and purchased the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Dave Prozac won the Blackout Constellation and purchased the winning card at the Nipawin Legion. Congratulations to our winners, and I thank you all for playing along tonight, and have a great week. See you next Wednesday.